and welcome to the News on Map World Series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's episode we will be covering topics which are important from GS Paper 1 Geography Map section, and we have taken news which has happened in the last 7 to 10 days. So first of all, let's begin with the previous practice question, and that was consider the following pairs, on one side straits and on one side its location. So first was Yucatan Channel. Location is between Mexico and Cuba. So let us first see this. So Yucatan Channel. So first of all, let's see where are this channel located. This channel is located in the Caribbean Islands, and Caribbean Islands, if we will see, is situated in the Atlantic Ocean. And if we talk about, then Caribbean Islands are basically divided into two halves. That is, the bigger islands are called the Greater Antilles, while the smaller islands are called the Lesser Antilles, which are situated on its southern side. So bigger one in size, Greater Antilles, smaller one is Lesser Antilles. So first of all, we have to talk about the Yucatan Channel. So Yucatan Channel, this is the Yucatan Channel that is connecting one portion to another portion of the Atlantic Ocean, and on one side is Cuba, while on the other side is Mexico. On one side is Cuba, other side is Mexico. So what is this? Between Mexico and Cuba. So first one is correct. Second is Windward Passage between Cuba and the island of Hispaniola. So let us see Windward Passage. So if we will talk about the Windward Passage, then this is the location of the Windward Passage, and Windward Passage on one side, on the western side, it is connecting Cuba, while on the eastern side, it is connecting Hispaniola Island. So Hispaniola Island with Cuba. This is what the Windward Passage's location is, between Cuba and the island of Hispaniola. So this is also correct. Third comes the Mona Passage between the island of Hispaniola and Puerto Rico. So Mona Passage is also present with the Yucatan Channel, Windward Passage, and in the Caribbean Islands. So this is the location of the Mona Passage, and Mona Passage on its western side has Hispaniola Island, while on the eastern side has Puerto Rico. So it is between the Puerto Rico and Hispaniola Island. So let us see this, between the island of Hispaniola and Puerto Rico. So this is also correct. And Florida Strait is between USA and Mexico. So let's see this. If we talk about the Florida Strait, then Florida Strait is situated on the southern side of US. So this is the United States of America, and Florida Strait is situated between US and Cuba. So Mexico is not there. This is the location of Mexico, while Florida Strait is located between US and Cuba. US on the north, Cuba on the south. So it is between US and Mexico. So this becomes rock. Instead of Mexico, it will be Cuba. So what the question is asking, which of the above pairs are correctly matched? So how many are correctly matched? That is first, second and third. Fourth is wrong. So 1, 2 and 3. So which is 1, 2 and 3? It is option C, which is 1, 2 and 3. So the correct answer is option C, 1, 2 and 3. So moving on to today's session. First question is, recently Indian military aircraft visited Australia's Cocos, that is Killing Islands, in search of strategic possibilities. This brings Australia's Cocos or Killing Island to the news. So the question says, consider the following pairs. On one side there are islands, while on the other side there is island location. So first is Cocos or Killing Island. Location is off the coast of Perth in Indian Ocean. So first of all, you need to know that the city of Perth is located in which country. So city of Perth is located in the which country? It is Australia, off the coast of Perth in the Indian Ocean. So let us first see this. Okay, this is the map of Indian Ocean, and then we have Indian Ocean surrounding borders with African continent, then Middle East, then there is Asian continent consisting of India, Indonesia, Australia and many others. Now we have to see the location of Cocos or Killing Island. So Cocos or Killing Island is situated in the Indian Ocean. And where is the city of Perth? The city of Perth is located in Australia, and on the western side of Australia, that is southwest of Australia, is the city of Perth located. But Cocos Island is not situated nearby. They have a lot of difference, and this distance or difference is more than 3000 kilometers. So even though Australia's Perth is situated in the Indian Ocean and Cocos Keeling Island is also situated in the Indian Ocean, but they are not nearby. So first is Cocos or Keeling Island off the coast of Perth in the Indian Ocean. So this is wrong because they are very far away from each other. That is more than 3000 kilometers. Second, Faroe Islands, north of the British Isles in the Atlantic Ocean. So let us see this. Okay, Faroe Islands. So first of all, what was the location? It was the Atlantic Ocean. So Atlantic Ocean is correct. It is situated in the Atlantic Ocean. That is correct. And this is the Faroe Islands. And Faroe Islands is situated to the north of United Kingdom, that is the British Isles. And while it also has islands near it. So Faroe Islands is situated to the north of British Isles in the Atlantic Ocean. So let's see this. North of the British Isles in the Atlantic Ocean. This is correct. Third is Socotra Islands, that is near the Horn of Africa in the Arabian Sea. So let's see this. Then, okay, we have the Socotra Island and it is situated in the Arabian Sea, and here becomes important for you to know about the Horn of Africa. So Horn of Africa is a portion which, if we will see, it looks like a horn, and it has countries like Somalia, Djibouti, Kenya, Eritrea, and they composed of, and they together make the Horn of Africa. So Socotra Island is situated in the Arabian Sea. That is correct. On very nearby to the Horn of Africa. So that is also correct. So near the Horn of Africa in the Arabian Sea. This is correct. Then Galapagos Islands near Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. So let us see the location of Galapagos Islands. Okay. Then Galapagos Island is situated near this is South America continent. And in the South America continent, the country which is lying nearby is Ecuador. And this is the location of the Galapagos Island, and it is situated in the Pacific Ocean. That is true. And nearby Ecuador country. So near Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. This is also correct. So what the question is asking is, how many of the above pairs are correct? Only one, only two, only three, or all four? So how many are correct? First is wrong, second is correct, third is correct, fourth is correct. So 3 is correct. So only 3 pairs. Only 3 pairs are correct. While first one was wrong because it was not situated off the coast of Peru. It is situated very far away from Peru. Now moving on to the next question. Reference: according to a recent study, the AMOC, which is Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, will collapse between 2025 and 2095 with 95% certainty. This brings the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation to news. And the question says that consider the following statements. First statement says the reason for the cooling of the Canary Current and the California Current is the same. Now here what becomes important for you to know, first of all you should know that whether Canary Current or California Current is a cold current or a warm current. Then they both are cold current. Then you should be able to know their location. So let us see. Okay, this is the world map, and if we will see the location of Canary Current and California Current. So first of all, as the name itself is suggesting California, that means US. So California Current is a cold current and which goes or runs through the coast of United States of America, and it is a cold current. So it comes from the upside through the process of upwelling. And then if we talk about Canary Current, so Canary Current is situated on the coast of Africa, and then this is the location of the Canary Current, and it is also a cold current, and it is also coming down from upwards, and this also comes through the process of upwelling. They bring with themselves the cold water. So both California current and Canary current are cold currents, and they are getting the cold water from upside to the downside, and both are coming through the process of upwelling. So let us see this, that the reason for the cooling of the Canary current and the California current is the same, and the reason, what is the reason? The reason is upwelling. Then second, the Sargasso Sea is an area of calm marine waters in the southern Atlantic Ocean. So Sargasso Sea, calm marine water in southern Atlantic Ocean. These are three important points. So let us see this Sargasso Sea. Okay, this is the location of the Sargasso Sea, and Sargasso Sea is present in the Atlantic Ocean. That is true. But it is not present in the southern Atlantic Ocean. It is present in the northern Atlantic Ocean. And this is the location of the equator, and Sargasso Sea is lying properly above the equator, that is north of the equator. So it becomes a part of the North Atlantic Ocean, and they are lying off the coast of US. This is United States of America, and Sargasso Sea is very famous for a grass, and the name of the grass is the sargassum grass. So there is this sargassum grass which grows in the Sargasso Sea, and they are predominantly present in the Sargasso Sea, the Sargasso grass. So this was about the Sargasso Sea. It is present in the North Atlantic Ocean, not the South Atlantic Ocean, and they are calm marine waters. So this becomes wrong. Instead of southern, northern will come. North. Third, some currents of the Indian Ocean are known for their tendency to change direction. Now we should be able to know that whatever happens on this planet, one of the reasons is the direction of the winds, that how wind flows. So this is also one of the reasons that the monsoon and the currents also flow because of the direction of the wind. So in India, if we talk about the monsoon climate, then first of all there is a southwest climate which comes from the southwestern side, and they are majorly responsible for the monsoon. But when the monsoon goes back, or the retreating monsoon takes place, then it comes in the direction of the northeast. And this is how it goes back, going from the northeastern states and also touching the state of Tamil Nadu. So what happens is, see this map. So what happens is that the direction is changed. While it was going up, it was the southwest. While it was coming down, it is the northeast. So see this direction. If we will talk about the southwest current, then it is how it is moving. It is moving like this. And the continentality effect of India also plays a very big role in it, because of the, and this also helps in the change of the direction. So this is the direction of the southwest current. But if we talk about the northwest current, then the direction is reversed. This is the direction how it moves. First it was going like this, and then it was going like this. This is from west to east, this is from east to west. So the direction is reversed. So some currents of the Indian Ocean are known for their tendency to change direction. So this is also correct. And what the question is asking, which of the above statements are correct? Correct is, first is correct, second is wrong, and third is correct. It means for 1 and 3. So the correct answer is option B, that is 1 and 3 only. Moving on to the next question. Recently, the 10th meeting of the Subcommittee on Military Cooperation between India and Malaysia was held in New Delhi. This brings India and Malaysia to the news. And the question says, consider the following statements. First, the countries of Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia and Singapore come under the Malay Peninsula. Now we need to talk about this. It is talking about Malay Peninsula. I am again saying peninsula. So let's see this. If we will look at the map of the East Asia, then we get these countries like Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore. Now we have to talk about, first of all, Malay Peninsula. So Malay Peninsula lies from this region to this region. This is the region of Malay Peninsula, and it contains the countries like Myanmar, yes, this portion of Myanmar, then it contains Thailand, yes, then it contains Malaysia, yes, and now here the catch lies. It does not contain Singapore, because Singapore is an island nation. While we are talking about Malay Peninsula, we are talking about the word peninsula, not island. So Singapore does not lie in the Malay Peninsula. Singapore is separated from the Malay Peninsula completely, and they both connect with each other through two bridges. So let us look at this map. So this is the map of Singapore, and this is Malaysia. And if you will see that they are not in contact with each other, there are two bridges through which they connect, and they are the bridges, and the strait which separates Singapore from Malaysia is the Strait of Johor. Is the Strait of Johor. So this is how Singapore does not lie in the Malay Peninsula. So this was, okay, first the countries of Myanmar, yes, Thailand, yes, Malaysia, yes, Singapore, no, come under the Malay Peninsula. This becomes wrong. Second statement, the two Malaysian states of Sarawak and Sabah, located on the island of Borneo, are separated from the Malay Peninsula by the South China Sea. So let's see this. Okay, this is the Borneo Island, and Borneo Island is one of the largest island, and it is inhabited by three countries, that is Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei. Then if we talk about two regions, that is Sarawak and then Sabah. So Sarawak lies on the southern side and Sabah lies on the northern side. And if we talk about that they get separated from the Malay Peninsula by the South China Sea, then the statement becomes absolutely right. So this is the South China Sea, and if we talk about the Malay Peninsula, then this is the region where Malay Peninsula actually lies, and it is the South China Sea which separates Sarawak and Sabah from the Malay Peninsula. Then the two Malaysian states of Sarawak and Sabah, located on the island of Borneo, correct, are separated from the Malay Peninsula by the South China Sea. This is correct. And what the question is asking, which of the above statements is or are correct? How many are correct? First is wrong, second is correct. So, 2 only. So, the correct answer is 2 only. Moving on to the next question. Reference is, Chad has recently been in the news for hosting the largest number of refugees in West and Central Africa. So, Chad is a landlocked country which lies in the African continent. So, let us see the question. Consider the following statements. First, Chad is a landlocked country which extends along the Sahara Desert in Africa to the Sahel region. Now, we need to be very aware of the fact that Sahara Desert lies in the African continent, and Sahel region also lies in the African continent. So, let's see this. Okay, this is the map of Africa. And if we talk about the country Chad, then Chad is one of the northern African countries, and this is the location of Chad. And if we talk about the Sahara Desert, then Sahara Desert lies in northern Africa, and this is the location of Sahara Desert. And it is a concerning point that Sahara Desert is extending itself to the southwards, and there are huge concerns that a step needs to be taken to limit the expansion of the Sahara Desert. And this is the Sahara Desert, while to the south of Sahara Desert lies the Sahel region, and this is the Sahel region, and this is Sahel region. So, Chad is a landlocked country, that is true, which extends along the Sahara Desert in Africa to the Sahel region. So, this is correct. Second, the Nile River forms the border between Chad and Sudan. For this, we need to be aware about the Nile River. So let us look at this map. Let us first see Nile River. So if we will talk about Nile River, so it is not that Nile River goes through the whole of Africa. No, there are very limited countries through which the Nile River goes through. So Nile River, after its origination, goes through countries like Uganda, South Sudan, Sudan, Egypt, and these are the countries which are majorly dependent on the Nile River. There are other countries also, but majorly these countries. And Nile River does not go to Chad. It does not share its border with Chad, and it does not even go into Chad. Then the Nile River forms the border between Chad and Sudan. This is wrong. Lake Chad is an example of an inland drainage. Now what is inland drainage? Inland drainage is something that which starts from a country and goes from one country to another country and does not go out into the ocean or sea. So Lake Chad is an example of an inland drainage. So let's see this. Okay. Let us see. This is the location of Chad. It is a landlocked country sharing its border with Niger, Libya, Sudan, Central Democratic Republic. Then there is Cameroon. Then there is Nigeria. So if we talk about the Lake Chad, then Lake Chad is situated in between Nigeria, Niger and Chad. And if you will see that it is also landlocked. Landlocked from every single side, and it goes through one country to another country, but it does not go out to the sea or ocean. So Lake Chad is an example of an inland drainage. This is correct. Now we have to talk about how many of the above statements are correct. Correct statements are: first is correct, second is wrong, and third is correct. It means two statements are correct. That is, option B is correct. Now moving on to the next question. The reference says the G20 summit to be held in New Delhi in September 2023 is facing hurdles in issuing a joint statement due to Russia and China's opposing positions on paragraphs related to Russia-Ukraine war. Now this brings Russia, China to the news. Then the question says, consider the location of the following countries, and the 6 countries are Vietnam, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Laos and Thailand. And the question says, how many of the above countries share a land border with China? Difficult question to answer. This is a difficult one. Now try to solve it. How many of these countries are sharing border with China? So let's see. Okay, this is the map. This is China. Now let's see how many countries are sharing border with China. First of all, Tajikistan. So if we'll talk about Tajikistan, then yes, Tajikistan is sharing border with China. That is true. Kyrgyzstan is also sharing its border with China. Then we have Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan does not share its border with China because Uzbekistan is a landlocked country and Uzbekistan shares its border with Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, which shares its border with China. So Uzbekistan gets eliminated. That Uzbekistan does not share its border with China. Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan is sharing its border with China. Then comes the countries like, this is China. China is sharing its border with Myanmar. That is true. Then Vietnam. Yes, it is sharing its border with Vietnam. That is the southern border. With Laos also it is sharing its border. So what remained is Thailand. Now here the people would be confused. Majority of the people will mark Thailand correct, that Thailand shares its border with China, but Thailand does not share its border with China. It is the Vietnam and Laos which shares its border with China. Then Myanmar shares, but Thailand does not share. Thailand shares its border with Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, but does not share its border with China. So Thailand also gets eliminated. Now Vietnam, yes. Kyrgyzstan, yes. Uzbekistan, no. Thailand, no. Laos, yes. Tajikistan, yes. So how many are correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Uzbekistan and Thailand gets eliminated. So there are 4 countries. So which is the correct option? That is option C. That is 4. Now moving on to the next question. The reference says the 8th India-Australia Defence Policy Dialogue was held in Canberra, Australia. This brings Australia to the news. Question says, which one of the following is not a coastal city? Which is not a coastal city? That is Hobart, Darwin, Canberra, Brisbane. So these 4 cities are situated in Australia. Let us see this. First of all, let's see Brisbane. So Brisbane is a coastal city. We can easily see it. So it is correct. Then if we talk about Hobart, Hobart is situated on the southern side of Australia, and it is also a coastal city. That is true. Then if we talk about Canberra, Canberra is the capital of Australia, and Canberra is a city which is not a coastal city, even though it lies very close to the Pacific Ocean, but it is not a coastal city. It is situated, as compared to all other, it is situated little to the inner side. So Canberra is not a coastal city. Then if we talk about, then there is Darwin. Darwin is situated in the northern Australia, and it is one of the most important cities because there is Darwin Port. Because there is port in Darwin city, and which is one of the most busiest port of Australia. So Darwin is also a coastal city. So which one of the following is not a coastal city? Hobart, yes. Darwin, yes. Brisbane, yes. Canberra, no. So the correct answer is option C, that is Canberra. Now moving on to the next question. The reference says, recently India's Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and Papua New Guiana's Ministry of Information and Communication Technology signed an MOU to share India's stack, a significant step towards digital transformation. This brings India and Papua New Guiana to the news. So, looking at the question, consider the following statements. Statement 1, Papua New Guiana does not share land border with any country. So, Papua New Guiana does not share land border with any country. For this, we need to know the location of the Papua New Guiana. So, Papua New Guiana is situated in the Pacific Ocean, and it is situated on the north of Australia. So, you can remember the location. If you do not remember the exact location of Papua New Guiana, you can easily say that it lies to the north of Australia and in the Pacific Ocean. So, if we will see that Papua New Guiana is located to the north of Australia, and this is the Indonesia country which also lies, and Papua New Guiana lies to the east of Indonesia. But is it sharing border with Indonesia or not? Land border. Then yes, it is sharing land border with Indonesia, because Indonesia has many scattered islands of it, and it connects with the Papua New Guiana, the western side of the Papua New Guiana. So, statement 1, that Papua New Guiana does not share land border with any country, becomes wrong. Statement 2 says Papua New Guiana is an island country. Then this is absolutely right. Even looking at the map, we can easily say that yes, it is an island country. So this is the location of Papua New Guiana, and we can easily see and say that it is an island country, and it is not very big in size also. So Papua New Guiana is an island country. So this is correct. Which of the following is correct about the above statements? A, statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. This becomes wrong. Statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. No, because statement 1 is wrong. Then C, statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. This is also wrong. D, statement 1 is wrong, but statement 2 is right. So this is correct. So the correct answer is option D. Moving on to the next question. Reference: in recent times, the situation has become extremely tense due to the ongoing political crisis in Israel, as well as the growing impasse between the legislature and the judiciary. And Israel is a region which always remains in news. throughout the year Israel remains in news, and it is important to know about the locations of various places in Israel. So consider the following statement. First, the West Bank is a Palestinian territory under the provisions of the United Nations on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea on the west of Israel. So we need to look at the location of West Bank. So this is the map of Israel. This is Israel's map, and Israel shares border with the Mediterranean Sea. That is true, but we have to talk about West Bank. So this is the location of West Bank. Let me just rub this. Okay, now it is clear. This is the location of West Bank. And why is it called West Bank? It is called West Bank because it lies to the west of Jordan River. Which river? It is the Jordan River. That is why it is called West Bank. So West Bank is lying to the west of Jordan River. Let's see this. That West Bank is Palestinian territory under the provisions of the United Nations on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea to the west of Israel. No, it was lying to the west of Jordan River. So this becomes wrong. Then the Gaza Strip is a narrow strip of fertile land on both sides of the Jordan River. Gaza Strip on both sides of the Jordan River. So first of all, let us see this again. See, this is Jordan River. This is how it is going. This is Jordan River. And what we have to see is the Gaza Strip. So where is the Gaza Strip? This is the location of the Gaza Strip. It is a very narrow strip which shares its border with the Mediterranean Sea. If we will see that Gaza Strip and Jordan River, they are not in contact with each other. They are lying very far to each other. So Gaza Strip does not share Jordan River on both its sides. It is the West Bank. Then the Gaza Strip is a narrow strip of fertile land. That is true on both sides of the Jordan River. This becomes wrong. Not on both sides of the Jordan River. Third is the Golan Heights is a piece of land disputed between Israel and Jordan. Golan Heights. Now again, let's see the map. Okay, let's see this. Where is Jordan? This is the location of the country Jordan, and this is Israel. And where is Golan Heights lying? Golan Heights is lying to the north of Israel. North of Israel. This is the location of the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights is not a disputed territory between Israel and Jordan. It is between Israel and Syria. Now let's see this. The Golan Heights is a piece of land disputed between Israel and Jordan? No. Then this is wrong. What the question is asking is how many of the above statements are correct? How many are correct? First is wrong, second is wrong, third is wrong. All three are wrong. It means all three statements are false. Now moving on to the next question. Reference. Recently the United States is preparing to present a proposal for the deployment of a multinational force before the United Nations Security Council to take correct steps against the ongoing war in Haiti. This is what brings Haiti to the news. Question says, consider the following statements in context of Haiti. First, Haiti is located on a part of the island of Hispaniola. So we have discussed this Hispaniola island in the starting also. So let's see this. That Hispaniola island lies in the Caribbean islands, and it is part of the Greater Antilles. And if we talk about the Hispaniola island, then Hispaniola island has two countries, that is Haiti and Dominican Republic. So these two countries lies on the Hispaniola island. Then Haiti is located on the part of the island of Hispaniola. This is correct. Hispaniola island is the largest island of the Caribbean island. Largest island. Then this becomes wrong because even after seeing the map, you will be able to recognize that the size of Cuba is much larger as compared to the Hispaniola island. There is no point of question in this that one needs any kind of explanation, because just by looking at the map, you will be able to understand this. That Hispaniola island is the largest? No, it is the Cuba which is the largest. Which of the above statement is or are not correct? First is correct, second is not correct, then 2 only. The correct answer is 2 only, that is option B. Now, it's time for the practice question and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and this is a very interesting question. It will need brainstorming from your end to solve this question. And the question says, a person wants to go from Delhi to Europe by land route. Important point is land route. From Delhi to Europe and through land route, not using sea. But there is also a condition that does not want to travel north of the Caucasus Mountains. Now you need to know the location of the Caucasus Mountains also. Because this is the point which will actually trap you. And this is the point which will make you brainstorm your mind that how, without going to the Caucasus Island, which is the other route that the person can take. Then what is the minimum number of international borders he or she has to cross? International borders. International borders. It means from one country to another country. How many times the international border is being passed by the person? And the options are 2, 3, 4 or 5. Very, very interesting question. So try to look at the map and try to solve this question and give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.